chat, here we go. It's CRR versus Beast Mode. A matchup between two players who are still very much in the playoff hunt. And while it's almost impossible to find out just how each game will matter, I imagine each game will be very important here in this best of 5. Because tiebreakers are done based on based on game differential first and then head-to-heads, we are very likely to have every single game matter. Now CRR is going to score first. We've seen, I think, both CRR and First Killer. First Killer, I want to say, was able to win the matchup they had last time, and Beast Mode could not take down Chronic. Now, Chronic looking like the strongest player out of Group A so far, so not that disappointing of a result for him, but I'm sure CRR, who went all the way to Game 5 with First Killer, would have loved to have that one. Beast Mode's going to put himself on the board as he willingly takes the offered long shot from CRR. CRR is dominating, yeah. There's been a little bit of a joke going on where any sort of lead means you're dominating, specifically if you're TRK. Beast Mode, double reset. CRR actually able to stop it with just a single jump as he forces it into the crossbar. What is Beast Mode's record? I believe both these guys come in as 2-2 to this match. So it is a match that will determine a lot. Certainly winning it just about guarantees you into the playoffs, I have to imagine. But where exactly in the playoffs is hard to say. It could be pretty high, assuming some of the players who are currently leading aren't able to, stay consistent in this late round. Maybe you can take over their position. You might. I don't think you could fall farther than, I don't think you could fall all the way to the promo relegation tournament with this match, but you could fall out of the playoffs with a loss. And I think there's maybe even a world where both players stay in. So a lot of stuff is still on the table. But that makes it simple for CRR and Beast Mode, because all they need to do is win. Just do their best to win the game and go from there. CRR, close challenge, forcing Beast Mode to take the play high. And he ends up giving the ball over to CRR, who on 0 boost gets a decent enough flick that it's a chance. He begins to pin Beast Mode back. Nice undercut. Beast Mode actually great wave dash recovery. Isn't able to put the ball immediately on target, but the follow-up is there. And Beast Mode says, I don't mind. Oh, look at that. It's just flipped out of the obstruction from CRR. Made it seem like it was his plan all along. And if it weren't for the fact that he got obstructed, he probably wouldn't have been able to score that, because CRR was so sure that he had bought himself a bit of time. Beast Mode going to miss this one wide as he takes it to his back wall. Little camera check to see if CRR is chasing him down. That'll be a dribble at ceiling heights. CRR booming this one very clearly over the bar. Beast Mode chases this down. Not able to find a way to get any offense. Very aggressive half flip into the corner here. Didn't feel like there was going to be very many scoring opportunities. And this is the reason why. Actually, CRR is actually not going to convert. He should have converted on the goal. He might convert it now. But that's what I was talking about. Beast Mode flipping back into the corner. Not only have I watched a ton of 1v1, but I've watched a ton of 1v1 just in the past 48 hours. And Beast Mode trying to stay in the play there, it just hit me. Like, wait, what? You can't do that. You can't get away with that. You have to leave. And it turned out to be true, as CRR does eventually get his goal. It's interesting the things you can just be taught with infinite repetition. As that wasn't, at least if you ask Beast Mode, it wasn't that insane of a misplay from him by trying to stay on the ball. Everyone using Crimson Sparkle Boost. Is it harder to see? Interesting. Oh yeah, CRR and Beast Mode are both using it. Is that the new meta? I thought that it was even worse that there was like a boost that didn't show. And I think it was Sparkles. I remember Joyo talking about like the game needing to be patched because there was some boost that sometimes didn't even show up. Bubbles? Oh, is that what it is? CRR using up all his boost. He actually probably could have taken the midfield there. Decides not to dive on it. First touch reset for Beast Mode. No bump. And it's actually CRR the other way. Only needs one more touch to finish this one. Decides not to do it in the air, although I think he probably could have. Just lets the ball fall to the ground, and it's a 2-goal lead. Separation that we really haven't seen so far in this series, because it's been a very tight one. I think I'm noticing a couple subs that I might have missed. Shout out to B Dupe for the Prime for 8 months, and Alaskan Potatoes also with the Prime. Appreciate you guys using your free Amazon sub. BeastMode with 53 seconds. As soon as you only see 2 digits on that clock. So in this case, you still see the 0, I guess, but you know what I mean. That's when the lead starts to matter. And I would actually argue it basically doesn't matter at all until then, because so much scoring in 1v1. You cannot change your playstyle, not until the clock is on your side. And it is on CRR's side. Beast Mode late on the flick. He thought he had a passive CRR in net that he could shoot past, but CRR actually turns, plays on the ball immediately. The counter for that would have been a quick pop and not a calculated, aimed shot, which you could tell was what Beast Mode was going for. So CRR up 7-4. It's a fake kickoff for Beast Mode. I don't think he has time for a fake kickoff. Yeah, he throws in no. I think he just has to go to a standard kickoff 3 consecutive times and hope that they just go in his favor. But either way, CRR going to win game number 1 in a best of 5 that might prove to be one of the biggest these guys have played so far in the tournament. Game number 2, Beast Mode and CRR. Beast Mode a little game crash, but he's back now, and with a refreshed cache in his Rocket League game. Maybe that'll be the difference. Certainly, it could not be his own gameplay. I know personally when I lose, it's never my own gameplay. It is always the fault of something else. Beast Mode faking the flick and going low. CRR trying to make that save. Thought about the ceiling challenge, decided against it, and he actually got a ton of coverage in terms of getting his car vertical on the goal line, but still wasn't able to cover the slow roll underneath. Wait, is the prediction still open? Are people just still piling money in on this prediction? No, submissions are closed. Okay. I saw it pop up in the chat. I was like, oh my goodness. Certainly a ton of bets would be going in favor of CRR since he's up 1-0. CRR. A great performance in the recent Chalkcast Duels tournament. You probably have seen people in chat mentioning it across places that CRR has been playing. I realize you guys actually don't have chat on screen if you're watching on the VOD back on YouTube or on Twitch. I guess you have Twitch chat on the side if you're watching on Twitch VOD. But Beast Mode, he had Gamers 8. That is what most people bring up. His best of 1s in Gamers 8 on LAN. I mentioned it last time he played, but best of 1s and on LAN, that's a different beast than online 1v1s in a tournament like this. Not to say that Beast Mode doesn't have what it takes to compete with the best, but maybe not as clearly in his favor as those Gamers 8 LANs once were. To be fair, I do want to give him a ton of credit. There's a reason why people were so hyped about his LAN 1v1 performance, and it's because he was the only one playing 1v1 as we know it. And I was saying that as much to everybody I was watching with. Beast Mode is playing online 1v1. The 1v1 that's played the most, and probably the 1v1 that's most consistent. But everyone else was scared to do so. Not Beast Mode. Right now, BeastMode has a 3-2 lead. You guys want a ping check? Is there a ping difference? These guys are both USCs, just so you know. I'll check the ping for you. 40 and 20 because BeastMode maybe more on the East Coast. CRR, I believe, is in Texas. This is where complexity is. So a little bit more central. But like I said, I think if both players are under 40, it really doesn't necessarily matter. As someone who regularly has to play on 60 to 80 in Arizona on US East. All right, my dog disagrees. He says the ping difference does matter and that he would never be caught dead playing on 40 ping. And what CRR is doing is magical. CRR. Air dribble 50. Did he actually pinch that in? Wow, BeastMode just combined for a pinch on his defensive attempts. BeastMode off the ceiling, and he just tees it up for CRR. CRR has tied the game. Very agreeable opinion by Feer's dog. Yes, he is. He's always been a very sensible analyst. It's not often I go to his opinion here, but when we need it most, he does chime in. CRR has worked his way all the way back. BeastMode, he watched that back probably. I can't see who is watching the replays. It wasn't me, but he thought he got the demo and he wanted to see it. How did I not connect on that? Show me again. Ooh, nice placement. 6-6, yeah. Even CRR is going to give him a nice shot. So many goals this series. Yeah, 6-6 is actually absurd for this amount of time on the clock. And why not make it 7-6? We're on track for a nice 15-15 game. Nightbot said Zen isn't participating in this tournament. That's a previous command. I don't know how somebody activated that. Zen is playing in Salt Mine 3. BeastMode, what a dribble. I was starting to miss what it was like to see the ball go in the net, but luckily BeastMode made me only wait about 10 seconds this time. A dry spell in this game as CRR does not immediately convert on the first possession. Truly a turn up in the defense. BeastMode's going to go air dribble bump. That is 2 defensive stands in a row. And a hook shot for CRR. It stops on maybe a bit more midfield play. 14 goals in the first half. But now the game slows down, and it slows down right when it's perfectly tied. BeastMode's side flip puts him in the lead. G2 Mode. That's right. Rumors are that BeastMode and Daniel joining Atomic on G2. Ooh, BeastMode diving deep in CRR's half. And the scoring returns. 8-8. 2 minutes left to go. What does that put us at? On pace for easily both players getting double digits. These guys just throwing haymaker after haymaker. Never putting their hands up to defend themselves. I say that though, BeastMode did just defend an air dribble, and that's the reason why he's able to score. CRR. Ball to air dribble. This reset gets stopped, and as this 2 defensive plays in a row as BeastMode tries to get a long shot. CRR puts it on the backboard. BeastMode did not get the kind of placement he wanted. I'm sure he was trying to get a double jump out of CRR, maybe even pull the 15 boost out. Put it on target, he would have. I don't think he was expecting to score with it. Just wanted to further immobilize CRR. It didn't work out. But still, he's on offense. tried to dive through the play and demo CRR, who managed to avoid it. We are under the minute mark with BeastMode in the lead. And a game that seemed surely destined for both players scoring double digits has all of a sudden become a deadlock in a midfield game as BeastMode slots the top shelf. And he'll be the first to reach 10. Tapping this ball away from CRR. You can see him doing his best to try and half flip there. Stick with the play. BeastMode fake kickoff. I like to see that from him, especially with how volatile this game has been going. Try and control it a bit more by not just playing it to chance, which sometimes it feels like, by just playing a standard kickoff. CRR, can he keep this away from BeastMode? He can. He's within one again. I mean, honestly, this game just feels destined for both of them scoring at least 10, so I'm expecting a kickoff goal for CRR. It's not happening right away, and a missed wave dash could be crucial when every single bit of movement matters in these final seconds. Air triple bump. Can CRR get around it? He can. He has the save. BeastMode low on boost. CRR needs to play it quickly. That's why he's taking these touches as strong as he can to see if he can get it to net. He has the reset. Misses the side flip, but still has an opportunity. BeastMode chasing out to the ball, and that will do it. BeastMode keeps CRR from getting to 10. It'll be a 10-9 win for BeastMode as he ties up the best of 5 series 1-1. Game number 3. BeastMode and CRR. BeastMode turned it around in order to bring this game, or this series, back to tied. I've already mentioned how crucial it could be. Are we going to see a game with less than 19 goals? I would expect so. Maybe these guys have had a change of heart in how they want to handle kickoffs and might actually be able to keep the score a bit lower. BeastMode's going to get a very interesting goal to start this one. I want to watch it again. He just gets the reset, but yeah, he might have used the flip as he landed to turtle back and push the ball inside the net. Actually, a pretty interesting shot. BeastMode to the back corner. Not one to turn away a full dribble, but he sent that way too strong into the ceiling. Hit the ceiling and was going to land on the ground just barely over the half-field line. That's not something you can turn into a shot very easily. But you know what you can turn into a shot quite easily? This air dribble from CRR. You know, I say easy, but it's not easy to start a dribble near ceiling heights. CRR flipping underneath the ball, using the tail end of his car to get the movement necessary to make BeastMode miss. BeastMode. Side flip. Not a very threatening attack. Bit of the same here from CRR though, as that ball might not have even been on target, even if it weren't for the BeastMode save. CRR, that's not what you want to see. RR. Flipping out from underneath the ball. You have to protect those dribbles from behind the ball the whole way. Ooh, BeastMode. The nerves of steel. Gets CRR flipping right past the fake. And not a single bit of CRR's car gets a touch. BeastMode camera check. Bumping CRR, just constant camera movement right now. Decides not to touch the ball to the corner where he sees CRR going. Instead, tried to land on the opposite side and started dribbled away from him, but The end result is still probably the worst case scenario. Stuck in net on 0 boost. CRR has 100. The recovering BeastMode cannot stop the CRR, who has perfect placement. You cannot perform better with the boost advantage that CRR had, and he used every last bit of it to make this play. CRR reset to the back wall. Oh my goodness, BeastMode, I thought was completely out of the play. It actually lands back down on the ground. Makes a save. Oh, CRR, that should not have been a goal for BeastMode. Pretty sure the opposite side of the net was completely available. And he ends up side flipping it, putting it right where BeastMode can handle it. And not only handle it, but immediately counter with it. Kickoff goal for BeastMode. The scoring is coming back. We've had a little bit slower game 3 than game 2, but it's picking up pace. CRR. Oh, what a touch. I want to watch this from BeastMode's perspective. Did BeastMode have the save before that final touch? I think he did. Just actually killed the ball and put it behind him. Minute 53. Big kickoff for BeastMode. Seems to be doing that a lot on the right diagonal. Something that if you're CRR, you've hopefully been picking up on and preparing for, but at least so far, he clearly has not. He gave BeastMode possession. CRR, man, he is becoming automatic in the air. And BeastMode looking to close the gap between himself and the Spaniard as quick as possible by going on the ceiling, but CRR making the right adjustments, knowing that he doesn't need power. The shot doesn't need to go in quick. It just needs to move out of BeastMode's way immediately, and it can slowly roll in after that. CRR within 1. CRR popping this over BeastMode. It's a tie game. He'll take his sweet time to guarantee it goes in. A minute 9. BeastMode handing the ball to CRR. Has more than enough boost to work with. Got caught flying into the air. Oh my goodness, how did this work out for BeastMode? It's actually going to be a goal. BeastMode playing 1v1 like I don't see a lot of people do, just floating in the air. And you know how often you win the 50 when you're forced to fly back down to the ball as it lands. I mean, the answer is basically never. You don't win that 50. And yet here is BeastMode finding a way to do it. CRR rolling setup. Just trying to get BeastMode to use a bit of boost, put him on the backboard. He's been able to starve him out of quite a bit, and then he will force in the goal afterwards. So just smart, classic 1v1 play from CRR. 35 seconds, and it's a big kickoff now. Wave dash kickoff for BeastMode pays off. He's going to put a shot just high of the crossbar, but he's got CRR pinned back. Can he keep him there? We talked about the expert play from CRR in 1v1. Does BeastMode have it? He actually went a bit high. I'm not sure his double would have been great even without CRR there, but I think he got a fortunate demo. I'm not sure he was looking for the demo as much as he was trying to get the 100 boost, and just so happened that CRR lands right in front of him. I'd have to go back to BeastMode's perspective to know for sure if he was trying to hit that. But 14 seconds in a lead for BeastMode. BeastMode, can he get back? He cannot. 7-7. The scoring is back. We're going to make it all the way back to 10-9 without any time left to do it. Wave dash kickoff for BeastMode. Underneath CRR. Are we going to see a 0-second thriller? CRR has been so consistent in the air. This one is not on the ground. BeastMode actually popped the ball away, so he probably can't stick with it. And it will hit ground now. So overtime, in game number 3. A pivotal game number 3 at that. Somebody on match point, and it's going to be a straightforward kickoff. It'll be CRR on match point. CRR never giving up on this game. Both players deciding to go standard kickoff in the final moments. A risky play, one that pays off for CRR and might doom Beast Mode. Beast Mode hit it. That was fun. I don't know if it actually was fun or if he's just mad about the kickoff loss. Game number 4. CRR on the verge of guaranteeing a playoff berth, I'm pretty sure. And I say that without knowing how the other games are going. But I think a win against Beast Mode should do it, barring something crazy going on. Yeah, I think it does. I think I can say for sure. Either one of these players winning, they're into the playoffs. It's just where they might be. They could be as far as second, I think, depending on how everything else goes. Beast Mode faking the diagonal kickoff. Didn't get enough height on this setup off the wall. Did his best to pre-flip out to it and see if he can make something happen from it, but nothing came. Now CRR. Wow, that was not a clear angle. That was about a ball's width of angle available for CRR. As we watch it from his perspective, it's, without hitting that near post, it's still finding its way in. Beast Mode. Air dribble out to the midfield. We've seen aerial antics from him before, but certainly nothing from him there. He's trying to go for a psycho. And what's happened is so many players are trying to, get that backboard redirect all the way to the other side of the field. And the most likely way that everyone messes up is they send it straight into the ceiling and right back down in front of the net, which is not great. It's not a good position to have the ball, and usually just results in a quick goal. This time around, wasn't an immediate goal for Beast Mode. He did survive at least for a couple moments, but he is not surviving in this game. Really bumped CRR. He tried to, but I'm not even sure that was guaranteed going to be a goal with that ball bouncing so high. It's 4-0 for CRR as he looks to close out business here against Beast Mode. I mean, we talked about it before, but Beast Mode on the right diagonals, he's faking. You have to assume he's faking. Maybe CRR just doesn't mind handing him the ball, or is a bit too caught up thinking about everything else going on in the series that he hasn't decided what he wants to do with those kickoffs. CRR will get his fifth. What does it matter? The canceled front flip. GG's! Beast Mode's had enough. He's got to go, he says. With 2 minutes left to go, or 3 minutes left to go, only 2 minutes into the game, CRR closes out the series 3-1 and guarantees a playoff berth. We'll see if he can give us a pogo. Do we have a pogo from CRR for the road? Little ceiling reset. Ooh, tough. Tough. Will he give us one more attempt? Okay, the ceiling reset. Ooh. Okay, all right, chat. You know what time it is. It's time to show the man how it's done. It's time to show how to pogo. This is with my hands on the desk as well, which I don't normally play with. Okay, ready? Ready? Okay, all right. All right. Oh, no. I almost got $10. Was that not the sickest pogo you've ever seen? That was close, man. That was close, dude. I mean, it was better than CRR's pogo. Oh. Oh, wait, Raze will... Oh, that's funny.